Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer clay tutorial. Today we are going to create the tornado from Clash Royale. I really hoped that the tornado would win the poll one day, because I was very looking forward to create it, because I had this wool thing in my mind to create it with, and so I was pretty lucky and to create the tornado when it won the poll last week in the last Clash Royale tutorial. Thank you for voting, I really appreciate that, and here we go, let's create the tornado. And you may have recognized this tiny pig. Well, it's a hawk to be precise, because it has these teeth, the tusks at the side of the mouth. We talked about that in my Hawk Rider tutorial. So we are creating a hawk flying around in the tornado, and well, this is pretty simple. I'm not that detailed about that. I don't spend too much time on this pig, as it isn't that important in the end result. We will focus on the tornado itself, and also we will focus on the flying rocks and the wooden pieces, which create a great atmosphere of the card itself, and I try to be as near as to the original artwork as possible, so you can decide if the end result looks great or not. Yeah, we just created the eyes and the iris with tiny black pieces. Here we go for the ears as well. And now we will, of course, start working on the feet of the pig. Yeah, I want to talk about the current hurricanes which are going on in the US in particularly, but also in other places over the world. I was really thinking about not doing this tutorial out of respect, but I thought about it, and it really is nonsense to not create and not to be creative when there is some brutal and horrible things going on. I really hope that none of you is harmed and none of you lost their homes. I really pray for that, and I really hope that you are all fine. Yeah, but back to the creation itself. We will create the wooden parts. Yet it's quite hard to just talk about the creation while something like the hurricane is going on right now. But maybe this tutorial helps you in any way to be distracted, or to create yourself, to forget about the reality for a few minutes. And well, for me, art has always been some kind of an outlet. When you were struggling, you were facing some problems in your own life, then start creating. It really helps a lot. Meanwhile, we are creating the stand. We will also create the grass, which we will place on top, and I'm taking my knife for that, for these tiny details. So here we go on all four sides, and after that, just chopping away some more clay. We will use some aluminum wire for the stand as the base layer, the skeleton for the tornado. So here we go. But let's have a poll. Please participate. I am, you know that, already looking forward to see the end result. Please participate. Next tutorial is all about Pokemon, so please let me know which Pokemon should be next. And if you have any further ideas, please leave them in the comments. I am reading them all. I can't respond to all of your comments, but I'm reading them all. Now we are working on these tiny details, to be more specific on the grass. And let's also put some of these tiny pieces around to create a nice atmosphere and the structure from the tornado itself, some kind of a pattern in the grass. And I think we are ready to go into the oven. freshly baked stand out of grass and mud, and freshly baked pig and wood and stone, and we can go on like that. But let's take some wool and some super glue. Just put it onto the wire itself. We will starting at the bottom, and I will now put the wool around. So just wrap it around and you will get bigger, and the tornado is growing growing to the top. So I'm using a lot of glue. You can also just take any kind of glue, but I just took this one. This is no product placement. Now I'm taking some gray, and this needle, it's called a felting needle, and you can compress the wool, and you don't need that much glue, as you just have to stick the needle inside, and the brighter and the darker wool is somehow connecting. This is the same technique which is used for some kind of slippers, for example. In Germany we call them Hausschuhe. And maybe one day you are in Germany and you're wondering why the people are wearing these kind of slippers inside. Well, it's just in our DNA. When we have some friends over and they are from different countries, they always are some kind surprised that the people in our country are wearing these shoes inside the home. It's just for making your feet comfortable and warm. Especially when the winter is coming. Okay, here we go, just placing all the wooden pieces and also the stones to the tornado itself. Just wrapping around some more wool, and I guess finally closing the glue. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial that much that I enjoyed creating this tornado. Please let me know what you think, write it down in the comments. I'm looking forward to read your comments all. I have prepared 2 different kinds of videos, of tutorials. Well, if you want to create a bigger pig, this is the hog rider, so check it out. More wool, well, this is a lot of wool in the fireball tutorial. I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next week on Friday. Bye! Hello? Hello?